Hey Lightweights, today I'm going to be reacting to Rocky. This was another one that has been on the request list for a really long time, and I put it up to a patron poll and the patrons chose it, so we're finally reacting to it. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous for this one. This is gonna be my first foray into like the sports genre of movies. I've never really watched any sports inspired films, and while I'm sure there's more to it than just boxing, it is new for me, so that makes me a little bit nervous. I'm hopeful that I'll like it though, because I know that this is a classic that everybody loves, and there has to be a reason for that. So I'm assuming there's more to it than just a simple boxing tale, but still, you know, when it's your first time doing something, it makes you a little bit nervous. So I am very excited to see what all the love is for, while also nervous for doing something new. I would also like to thank, I got this Rocky shirt in the mail from, I'm assuming a patron, because they were the only ones who knew I was going to be doing this, but it didn't come with a little slip of paper in it, so I don't know who it was from, but thank you so much for sending me this Rocky shirt. I am wearing it today, even though you can't see it on the camera. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I think that's everything. So if you are interested in the full reaction, you can find that over on Patreon, which is linked in the description and a pinned comment below. And if you don't want to do that, that's totally okay. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be just as amazing. So you can do that and hit the bell button so you're notified when I post future videos. All right, you guys, here we go. I was like, okay, I hit play, but is it playing? I can't tell. Have my notebook ready to go. Oh wait, I know the song. This is from Rocky. It's like da 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 da, right? Okay. I swear I don't live under a rock. November 25th, 1975, Philadelphia. That's a big Jesus. He's just taking those hits to the face. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have your hands up. You're supposed to block those.
Want some advice? What? Want some good advice? Move into your...
Why don't you want the advice? Oh, wait, that can't be legal. A headbutt? There you go. Now he's got a little fire in him. A big fire in him. Well, there you go. I should have headbutted him sooner.
After the sixth round of between local lightweights.
Hey, what? You got a smoke? Yeah, you gotta have this one.
You're a bum. You know that? You're a bum.
That's rude. He just won. The Italian Stallion.
You really got lucky today.
Why did you lose a share? $40, less $15 locker and corner man, $5 shower and towel, 7% tax. Comes to $17.20. You finish here, $65, less $15 locker and corner man, $5 shower and towel, and 7% tax. Comes to $40.55.
You're only getting 40 bucks?
Give me a call. The doctor should be in about 20 minutes.
Is Spider okay? Is he sleeping or passed out? Hi, cutie. As someone who was in an a cappella group in college, I can appreciate a good a cappella group. A free show in the corner all the time? That'd be awesome. Are you kidding me? What more can you ask for? This was written by Sylvester Stallone too? I didn't know that. That's cool. Holding his records on the drying rack. That cannot be good for them.
Your old man did pretty good tonight. Why weren't you there, huh? You should have seen me. You guys hungry? Here you go.
I don't see the fish. I was looking for the fish. I didn't see it.
Dick, you miss me today or what? Here you go. Say hi.
Oh, it's a turtle.
I wouldn't be doing this, you know.
Is it a turtle? I think it was a turtle. Is that a machete? Oh my God, what a cutie. That hurt so bad.
How you feeling this morning, huh? Full of life?
Fine.
Hey, how you doing, killer?
No.
You know, the last turtle food I got here had more moths in it than flies. These moths, they get caught in the turtle's throat right about here in his coughs, right? I gotta smack them on the back of the show, and they get what? They get shell-shocked.
You're starting with bad jokes early, huh?
No, inventing jokes ain't so easy sometimes. Hey, how's my buddy doing today? Yo, Budkiss!
Wait, why do I love the name Buttkiss for a dog? That's so cute. Is there a Buttkiss family in the Christmas Story?
Got a taste of that turtle food, Rockhead.
Hey, crime don't pay. You know that, Gloria. You know that.
Hey, Rock, you fighting again?
Yeah,
Hey, we'll make some money real soon, eh?
Yeah, $1 million. Where you going?
think I'm
Mr.
broke?
Gazzo says I should get to 200 to break your thumb. I ain't emotionally involved, Bob. Give me some money. It's 130 here. You're still $70 late.
Sure, look, we'll fake it. I'll tape up the hand like you broke the thumb.
Plan that. Hey.
He didn't break his thumbs, though. He says he's not emotionally involved, but that tells me that he cares a little bit emotionally. He didn't break the thumbs.
He only had 130, but I think he's good for the rest next week, Mr. Gazzo.
Yeah, Rocky. Bob's good for it. That's it for today.
All he gets is $20 for that?
When you don't do what I tell you to do, you make me look bad, Rock. From here on in, do what I tell you to do.
Hey, how do you spell Del Rio?
Look up in a dictionary, Rock.
Come on.
So long, meatbag.
What's his problem?
I should have broke your thumb.
I love his hat.
Hey, Rock, heard you did real good last time.
Absolutely, should have seen me.
Don't you think you ought to take a rest?
No, my back is hurt.
Your back?
My back is hurt. You deaf?
I'm short.
No kissing. Did he not pay for it or something?
I've been in that locker for 6 years, and you put my stuff in a bag on Skid Row?
Mickey tells me what to do. I gotta do it, right, Rock?
Where is it?
He's outside working with Dipper. He's in a bad mood.
So am I. Hey, man.
Shut up.
What, you got problems today?
Never mind my problem. What's your problem?
My problem is I've been talking to your man Mike. I want to know how come I've been put out of my locker.
You fight last night?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah, I won KO in a second.
Yeah, who'd you fight?
Puerto Rico.
He's a bum kid. You ever think about retiring?
No.
You think about it.
Hey! Well, I dig your locker, man.
He's not gonna like that.
Good night to catch pneumonia, you know?
Too soon, Rocky, too soon.
You need some help with that case? There's a good game down at the Spectrum tonight. Want to go to the basketball game? Hey, bud kiss. Hey, kid.
I just want to squeeze his face.
Tough day today, you know? They took my locker away. Lockers are bad anyway. After a while, people get the combination. I must have had 20 bucks taken out of there in the past 6 years. Doesn't matter. Who cares? You know?
You care, clearly.
Hey, bird. Hey, look who's here. Look who's here. The giant worm. You need somebody to walk you home, you know? No. It's a cold night, you know. If I was you and you got the money, I would take a cab or something. Every other block is a creep. All right, listen, I want to go now, okay?
He just wants somebody to talk to him.
I want to go home, make up a joke. I'm going to tell you a new joke tomorrow. Good night, Adrian.
Good night, Rocky.
Hey there, Lefty. Got a friend for you here.
That was nice of him.
Hey, Rocky, what's with the eye?
Good fighting.
Who'd you fight?
Puerto Rico. Yo, Paulie.
You still work for Gazzo?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you talk to him about me?
Well, I just don't think Gazzo's hiring right now, you know?
If she don't start living, her body's gonna dry up. You know, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, you know that? Come over and talk to her.
Sure. Here.
I gotta go. If I'm 10 minutes late, she calls the hospital. Paulie!
I got it.
I love how everybody in the community knows him and loves him. That just kind of shows you how good of a guy he actually is. Like, obviously, he's not in the greatest line of work, but he's got to do what he has to do in order to pay the bills, you know?
We got today in jig clowns.
Wow.
That's right, clown.
Apollo Creed will duplicate the cracking of the Liberty Bell by cracking Mackley Green. Stay in school and use your brain. Carry a leather briefcase. Forget about sports as a profession. Sports make you grunt and smell. See, be a thinker, not a stinker.
What shot did you ever take?
Well, I guess.
Hey, Rocky, you're not happy with your life. It's nice. Got a business going on. I don't have to take no shots.
One could argue trying to open your own business is taking a shot.
Want me to take a shot? All right, I'll take a shot.
But I was saying Rocky seems like a good person because everyone in the community seems to really like him. But then also Adrian's brother, Paulie, trying to get into the business that Rocky's in, and he's like, no, he's not hiring. You know, like he's looking out for him.
Hey, Marie, did your brother know you're hanging out so late? Well, I was your age. There was only one girl in the whole neighborhood that talks like that. You know what I mean? Well, I'll make your teeth yell. Don't do that.
What is she, like 10?
Wasn't bad looking, but they never took her out for any serious date.
Why?
Because that's the way guys are. They laugh when you talk dirty. They think you're cute. I gotta use a bad word. You understand?
I wasn't far off.
You hang out with nice people, you get nice friends. You understand? You hang out with yo-yo people, you get yo-yo friends. You see, simple mathematics.
I love him.
Night, Rocky.
Hey, Marie, take care, you know?
Hey, Rocky.
Yo.
You creepo.
You're welcome. I love that little piano trail that plays throughout.
Are the doctor's reports confirmed?
Definitely.
Now, you better find me another ranked contender, and I mean in the flash jerkins.
I get hold of every worthwhile contender, and they all say the same thing. 5 weeks just isn't enough time to get into shape.
All I can say is I'm a good promoter.
Promoted fights in every goddamn country in the world, and I've broken my ass over this.
Without a ranked contender, what this fighter's gonna need is a novelty. This is the land of opportunity, right? So, Apollo Creed on January 1st.
It's my birthday.
A Snow White underdog, and I'm gonna put his face on this poster with me. Give a local Philadelphia boy a shot at the greatest title in the world on this country's biggest birthday.
Paulo, I like it.
It's a great plan.
Very American.
It's very smart.
He's in The Mandalorian, right? I know he's really famous, but I don't know his name. Pretty sure he's in The Mandalorian. Also, every single one of their suits was really dapper. I really liked those.
Who's this girl you're going out with tomorrow night?
I'm going out with Paulie's sister.
Hey, she's retarded. Take her to the zoo.
Bum gotta say that.
Buddy's in a bad mood. It's his birthday. Buddy doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Now, some guys, they just hate for no reason. Come here, $50. You and your girl Adrian, you have a nice time, yeah?
Thanks.
I don't like that. What strings are attached to that?
Don't think I hear things?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
told you.
What'd you tell me?
Take her to the zoo.
Exactly what are you looking for?
This is what I'm looking for. Italian Stallion.
Oh!
Look, it's the name, man. Italian Stallion. Media'll eat it up. Apollo Creed meets the Italian Stallion.
I used to be deadly at stickball.
Joints from walking in carrying meat in and out of freezer.
Huh?
Tell them I'm a good man and nothing bothers me. I make a great collector.
Yeah, but it's also still a physical job.
Will you forget about Gazzo, huh?
I don't ask nobody twice.
So you sure your sister knows I'm coming?
Yeah. She's very excited.
Yo, how you doing?
Why didn't you tell me you were bringing him here?
Now he's taking you out.
No, I can't.
Hey, I want you out of here instamatically.
Instamatically.
You get wise with me now, huh? Tired of you being a loser.
Go!
Why?
It's Thanksgiving. I got a turkey in the oven.
Go on, enjoy your freaking life. You hungry, Rock?
I wouldn't eat that if it's not done yet. You're gonna get worms.
Hey, yo, Paul, listen, maybe we just better forget all this, you know?
You want to go out with my sister?
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, because I ain't never talked to no door before, you know? I mean, what do I say to a door? Hey, listen, you better forget it.
You're doing fine. I know all about these things.
So, Adrian, you know, it's Rocky again, you know? Would you do me a favor, you know? I ain't got nobody to spend Thanksgiving with. I don't know, would you like to maybe, you know, you and me go out together? What do you think? Would you like to? We're gonna have a good time.
I feel like a funeral dirge needs to play.
I'm gonna turn the TV off. I gotta hit it. Adrian, come on. You letting the heat on. Who pays the bills around here?
Listen, I don't want no turkey anyway, you know?
Maybe she did.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, to you, but to me it's Thursday, right? Yo, it looks kind of quiet, you know?
I think it's closed.
No, I think maybe we're just early or something like that. Could you do me a favor?
Hey, come on, we're not operating.
Well, hey, I want you to do me a favor. You can see she ain't feeling too good, so if you could let her on the ice, I'd appreciate it. You know, only for a few minutes.
10 minutes, $10.
Buck a minute?
You have the ice to yourself, $10.
Give her the blades.
He's lucky he just got the 50.
I ain't skated since I was 15, you know? That's when I started fighting. Skating's kind of bad for the ankles, you know?
I'm so bad at ice skating.
All I wanted to do out of fight was prove I was no bum, that I had the stuff to make a good pro.
You never got the chance?
Oh, hey, you know, I ain't crying about it.
That explains the reaction at the bar.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the trouble is. You see, I'm a southpaw.
What's a southpaw?
Oh, southpaw means you're left-handed. You know where southpaw came from?
9 minutes.
South Camden, southpaw.
Okay, what's the real story behind why it's called a southpaw?
You never got a chance, though, because you're left-handed, huh?
Well, that's absolutely true, you know? Watch out.
I love me, fellow lefty.
I just dislocated my finger. Look at that.
Oh!
No. Hey, wait, hey. Bong. It works. No, it ain't your fault. Look. You can see I ain't too graceful, you know what I mean? I don't move well. But I'll tell you, I can really swat, you know what I mean? I can really hit hard.
I feel like I used to have students like him that would just talk all the time like this.
You, time.
Why do you want to fight?
Because I can't sing or dance. Don't fall! Terrific. I'm pretty good at this. You like the way I skate? You know, the last fight I had with this guy named Spider Rico. He busted my head up there. You see that scar? Things get pretty rough in the ring.
Anyways, I feel like I had students that would just talk incessantly like that, and it's because they didn't get enough of that human-to-human interaction, and it makes me really sad. He's just lonely.
I say you're very shy by nature, you know?
I suppose.
Don't bother me none, you know?
Don't bother me either.
Why'd I bother bringing it up? Because I'm dumb, that's why. Look at his face, 64 fights. Look at that nose. See that nose? That nose ain't never been broken. 64 fights, never broke. I'm very proud of that. Isn't that rare? That's rare.
Why do you do it if it hurts?
Why you think?
'Cause you can't sing and dance?
Hey, you wanna come inside?
No, I gotta go.
Hey, come on. Hey, I got some animals. He's rare. Come on in.
No, I gotta go.
Well, I gotta go too. I gotta go to the bathroom. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Yo.
Yo!
Yo, Adrian, you hungry?
No.
I got a couple cupcakes. No?
Dinner of champions.
Hot in here, you know? I could go for some music.
Showing off his muscles.
There's big bugs in there, you know. It's safer over here. You want to sit down?
I don't think she
These
wants
your
to sit down.
parents?
Yeah, that's both of them there.
Is this you?
Yeah, that's me when I was 8 years old. That's the Italian stallion when he was a baby.
So cute.
Do you have a phone?
No, I ain't got no phone. I had to pull, you know. Who needs the aggravation, right? Interruptions. Who'd you want to call?
I want to let my brother know where I am.
Why?
I think he might be worried.
Well, I'll call your brother.
Yo, Paulie, your sister's with me. I'll call you back later.
Oh, come on, that was a little funny.
What's the problem? You don't like me? You don't like the turtles? What's the problem?
I've never been in a man's apartment.
Take off these glasses. I always knew you was pretty.
Don't tease me.
She's not used to people, like, actually seeing her.
I want to kiss you. You don't have to kiss me back if you don't want.
Sure, hey, Mick was looking for you up there, man. For me? Yeah.
Yeah, there was some guy here from Miles Juggins looking for you. They need sparring partners for Apollo Creed.
They're probably looking for sparring partners for Creed, you know?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I want to know how come.
Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a cheap, second-rate loan shark.
Okay, I love him. I love him.
Rocky, I've got a proposition.
Just that I know you're looking for sparring partners, and I just want to say I'm very available, you know?
My proposition's this. You'd be interested in fighting Apollo Creed for the World Heavyweight Championship?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Well, it's just that you see fighting clubs, you know, and I'm really a ham and egg. This guy, he's the best. It wouldn't be such a good fight.
Rocky.
You believe that America is the land of opportunity. Apollo Creed does. And he's gonna prove it to the whole world by giving an unknown a shot at the title. Picked you, Rocky.
Come on.
Tell me, how do you feel about your challenger?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Come here, Rock. Rocky, ain't you Italian? That means if he can't fight, I bet he can cook.
Where did you get the name Italian Stallion?
I invented that about 8 years ago when I was eating dinner.
Thank you, Rocky,
Oh,
very
wait,
much.
wait. I just want to say hi to my girlfriend, okay? Yo, Adrian, it's me, Rocky. Look at the microphone and all that stuff.
No, he didn't.
You pushing, man.
Oh.
I guess you'd be looking for people to help you out.
Hey, yo, Paul, who cared about me yesterday, huh? Nobody. So I just think I'm going to train myself.
Einstein flunked out of school twice.
Look how much she's coming out of her shell.
I think Rocky's got a good chance. You want me to get you a beer, Paulie?
Keep out of my freaking life.
What did I do?
No.
He's struggling.
I like hearing your name on TV tonight.
I was shocked. Why'd you do that?
Well, you put me on, right?
Absolutely.
Hey.
They're so cute.
I want to know if you got any money for training expenses, huh?
I got a few dollars.
Put this in your glove. $500. Don't worry about it. You know, you ain't never had any luck, but I think this time Lady Luck may be in your corner.
Wait, why is he like a good guy to Rocky? What?
Hey, wait a minute. What? You're in training, huh? Come on.
Not the loan shark being a good guy.
You gonna show up at the fight?
Ringside.
Hey.
So here's the thing about Mickey. He really cares about Rocky. He really cares about him. Through all those harsh words, it's because he cares. You're not fooling me, mister.
I seen your light. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, good. Sit down.
Yeah, sure.
The hell are those?
They make good soup.
Rude.
You gotta be very careful about this shot that you got at the title.
Well, what you need?
Is a manager.
You know what? I had my nose busted 17 times.
I am.
One time, this that I thought, you know, he put a nail right there, and he punched so many holes in my face, and I had
Oh
to
my
spit.
God.
I never had no management. That's the trouble. But now I got all this knowledge. I got it up here, and I want to give it to you. That all this shit that happened to me doesn't happen to you.
And that's why he's so disappointed, because I bet Rocky reminds him of himself.
I need your help about 10 years ago, right? You never helped me. You didn't care.
I say, if you wanted help, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you just ask me, kid?
Talking about your prime.
What about my prime, Nick? At least you had a prime. I ain't had no prime. I ain't had enough. They go out, fight the champ. Yeah, I'll fight him.
Oh, he's scared.
Want to help me out?
Life has not been kind to any of these people. I'm getting emotional. Don't know what that was about.
Very weird. Hi. Leah, this is Kramer.
That's so many eggs.
28 degrees. Cold out there.
I have a cramp just looking at him. It's pretty.
Sticks it. Hey, come on. Sticks it, you know?
Why do you think he's so unhappy?
Get me out of this stinking freezer. Why don't you do yourself a favor? You know, why don't you keep this job because you eat better, you know?
Boo.
What's the story? What's happening? You really like her?
Sure I like her.
I don't see it. What's the attraction?
I would hope you wouldn't see it. She's your sister.
This my sister?
That's why I can't connect you with guys, because you got a big mouth. Getting cold in here. I think I'm going home.
Cold in here? It's cold in here!
Why does it look like he just had an idea? Someone's meat is going to be very tender when they buy it. Now go wash your hands.
If we do that to Apollo Creed, they'll put us in jail for murder. I'll see you tomorrow morning, okay?
I just feel so bad for Paulie.
You want me to rub you down?
No, I'm just sore, okay? Hey, come on, no fooling around, all right? There's no fooling around during training, you understand? I want to stay strong.
You're not kidding.
No, I ain't kidding.
You can't even kiss?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, why don't you just make the meat, okay?
Okay, I'll make the meat.
I've heard of no hanky-panky during training, but that applies to kissing too?
If you can move and you can hit without breaking the string, you got balance.
What?
How about you give us your other...
Get out of here! Move your little chicken ass. You lay off that pet shop. Women weaken legs.
Yeah, but I really like this girl, you know? Okay, no more fooling around. Women weakening legs, huh? Yo, you look great.
Yo.
Really?
She does look great. Look how pretty she looks.
You walk down the street breaking hearts the way you're looking. Very sharp.
I got another surprise for you.
Buckus. Chunky boy. Look at his little bow.
You ought to never come back. What's he eat, you dog? What's he eat?
Each little turtles.
Yo, Buckus!
Stop, he's so excited. Buckus is like, faster, faster, faster. We gotta pick up the pace here, buddy. Look at his little cheeks popping in the wind.
What is the matter with you, boy? It's supposed to be private. Hey,
I'm doing you a favor.
you ain't doing me no favor. See the cigar?
You don't have a phone.
Don't do that.
My sister really likes you. The next heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Balboa!
What about you?
I'm in charge of the meat.
Fine. Would you stand behind it, please? Today we're here with heavyweight challenger Rocky Balboa.
Hey, the meat guy's sticking his face in.
Paulie.
Is this a common training method? I mean, do other fighters pound raw meat? Would you give us a demonstration?
Confirm the reservation.
You want to run the 15 radio spots in the Midwest?
Rocky's actually caught his attention.
Come look at this boy you're gonna fight on TV.
Gross, but effective.
This Paulie keeps asking me for a job all the time, but he don't know nothing about fighting.
Oh no, this is so awkward.
What's to say? I just don't know what he wants from me.
I don't want nothing from you. This ain't no charity case. Get out of my house.
It's not just your house.
It's cold outside, Paulie.
I don't want you missing her. And I don't raise you to go with this.
A pig gets you the best! You fucking loser! I don't get married because of you! I put you through together and you! Now you forget it! You owe me!
I take care of you, Paulie. I don't owe you nothing. And you made me feel like a loser. Oh!
You're not a virgin! You let him take down your fat!
You want a roommate?
Absolutely.
Hey, now when you walk into the ring with the #1 heavyweight of the world, and you're gonna crap thunder. I want you to meet our cut man here, Al Savani.
Ain't bad, seen worse.
Hey, you ain't so bad yourself.
You just stand by, boy, and we're gonna win.
Now this is a dumb question. I know this.
It's okay I talk to you?
Sure.
Oh wait, hold on.
You get some angle to make some money off your name. Advertising. I know about that stuff.
Hey, you can make money off my name, make it, okay?
I would think, oh, that's the song. I would think that punching frozen meat is a lot harder than, like, literally harder than punching a human body. Now, as someone who did a lot of sparring when I did Taekwondo, punching a human body freaking hurts. But I can imagine punching frozen meat would hurt worse. So, because it's frozen. So if you can break the ribs, nice catch. If you could break the ribs of a frozen cow, you could easily break the ribs of a human, right? So that just shows how strong he really is. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there. Okay. I can't even do a regular push-up. He's really gotten into shape really quick. Look at him go! Oh my god, he's flying up those stairs now. Look at the progress he's made. Look at him go! The Santa beard.
What brings you here tonight?
Jurgens, the poster's wrong. I'm wearing white pants with a red stripe.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
I cannot imagine how anxious he is right now. I'm anxious for him.
I can't beat him. I mean, who am I kidding? I ain't even in the guys' league. It really don't matter if I lose this fight. Because all I want to do is go the distance. Seeing that bell rings and I'm still standing. That I weren't just another bum from the neighborhood.
And that's why like all the cheap shots from the reporters he was talking about, and whenever people say bad stuff to him, he like laughs it off and acts like it doesn't bother him, but it really hits home every time because he just feels like another bum or a failure. Does that clear out your nasal passages so that you can breathe better while you're fighting? I need some of that. I've had stuffy nose since December. Give me some of that real quick.
Let's go.
Look how cute she looks.
Well, how about I wait here and you fight, huh? You're looking very great today, you know that? Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
Thank you, Bill Baldwin. The electricity is all over the place tonight.
Paulie gets $3,000, I get the rope.
He cares about Paulie so much.
Rocky Balboa climbing into the ring now.
I'm so nervous. Oh.
A lot of noise coming from the background. You can go deaf with that noise. Yeah, the spotlight. Am I seeing right back there?
What?
Oh, is he supposed to be George Washington? Apollo Creed is doing an imitation of George Washington.
Washington Creed.
I don't remember when we were flying in, we were talking about.
Although that's two last names. So Apollo Washington.
LiteWeight came off, the hat came off. Yeah.
She had some hair on her. Did you see that?
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my god, the sparkles. I love it.
All of you!
I love it.
He looks like a big flag.
Yes, he does.
Got a Creed in 3.
What do you think that outfit cost?
Probably more than you made last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. A very happy New Year.
Hey, it's my birthday. Oh, that suit is beautiful. I love that color.
Very good, very good. Don't hurt him, okay? Give me long time. No, Joe. You next, Joe.
How's he gonna get that vest off with his gloves on? That almost looks like real footage they've taken from a fight. Sorry if you can hear my dog scratching at the door. Look how excited everybody in the neighborhood is!
Weighing 210 pounds,
There goes the big hat. I've never seen a fighter that concerned about his hair.
I can't watch this. I'm so stressed out.
The fighters come out right ahead. Bang.
He just takes him on the chin.
Doesn't look the best he's ever been, but he... Very badly outclassed. He just...
Rocky seems like the fighter that needs, like, he needs something to happen to light that fire and, like, get the heat going. And then it's, you know? He's, like, slow to get started.
I don't believe it.
Ooh!
The champ is down.
I know it's not going to be that easy, but heck yes!
This is the first time the champion has ever been knocked down.
Let's go to work right now, Rock!
Pretend he's the cow! Look at him and say moo!
Now Rocky coming back out, and he's like a bull in a china closet.
Can you stop letting him hit you on the face, please?
Coming back. He's coming off the floor now. Another left.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no way. But you know, it's the ability of the champion, the pulling the
Okay, see, now he's blocking. Good.
Unloading a left, he really dragged him up against the rope. He's putting back.
Oh. Luckily, his nose has been broken before. He knows that pain. He's good. He's okay.
He's sitting down now.
Your nose is broke.
How's it look?
For the ribs. Don't let that bastard breathe.
Finish this bum and let's go home.
Okay, he said he's gonna get him down to the second round. We just gotta make it to the second round. Come on.
Reed got knocked down in the first. He came back strong at the end of the first. Oh, that's right. Again, a hard right. And the champion's got it. Rocky's back in the...
Come on, Rocky.
Like a punching bag. What's keeping him up?
Come on, throw something.
And he says he wants more. He wants... In the world, you're watching a battle, I tell you that.
To the ribs.
Oh, he tagged the champion.
Ooh, that was a little close to being below the belt. It was a little close.
Barrage with lefts and rights to the head, to the body, to the head.
Move, bitch.
Champion right on the kisser. Keep going, look at that. Hey, come on.
He's doing so well.
Come on, quit. Hey, this is going to be a tough one.
He made it to round 3, guys. He made it to round 3. How many rounds are there? Oh, he's taking some hits.
Now he comes with the left and tag.
Oh, come on, Rocky.
Taking off the gloves.
They're both looking tired.
What is keeping him up, Bill? I don't know.
He's got that stallion in him.
Gloves up to protect my hand. He's there.
Oh my god. He's got nothing left in the tank. No, get up. Get up, Rocky.
Stay down.
Paulo dancing around with his arms in the air.
Come on.
Apollo can't believe it.
Just land one more good punch. Come on. Ooh, that was a good one. Ooh, that was another good one.
Oh, he tagged him. The champion got a left to the rib.
I can't see nothing. Gotta open my eye.
No, I can't watch it. No. I don't care if it's fake. I can't watch it. Oh.
Leaning inside, champ. I'm gonna stop the fight. Hey, you ain't stopping nothing, man.
How many rounds are left? I don't know how many rounds are in boxing. It sucks not to know sports. I thought it was 12. Definitely not 12. Oh, okay. Shit. Like, do you hear that? So many people chanting his name. But you know he doesn't hear it. He's in the zone. He's not hearing any of that. Okay, to the body again. Ooh. Ooh, he's hurt.
Protecting his right side, his ribs.
Ooh!
Body punches. Hard, left and right. Letting out blood now.
Oh, God. Oh, my.
Tremendous right hand.
Dude, is he actually gonna freaking win this?
Listen to this crowd. They've got left hand again.
Stop it, he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Apollo, the champion.
Ain't gonna be no rematch. Ain't gonna be no rematch.
He did it! He went the distance! He can't stand anymore, but he went the distance!
Here it's chaos. Rocky, you went the distance. You went the 15 rounds. How do you feel? All right, it's all right. What?
I feel all right.
What'd you think about when the 15th round when you're coming out?
Stop it!
Rocky! Rocky!
She lost her hat!
Where's your hat?
I love you!
Where's your hat?
I love you!
What? What an amazing ending. Are you kidding me? All right, you guys. Oh, I loved that. I loved that so much. Okay, so I knew going into it, I made a joke about how, like, obviously it's going to be more than a boxing movie. This, like, isn't a boxing movie. Are you kidding me? This is a romance. This is a love story. It's a love story with some boxing. Like, that was so good. I think one thing that I loved about it so much, or one of the reasons I loved it so much, was that it almost felt like, and I don't mean this, I mean this in a positive way, it almost felt like a home movie. Like, it felt like I was just a fly on the wall watching someone's actual life. I don't mean a home movie in the way that it was filmed. I mean a home movie in that, like, the story and the characters and the people just felt real. I hope that makes sense. Like, I felt like I was just being a peeping Tom on on Rocky's life, and these were actual people. The story just felt, well, maybe not the story, but the characters felt so relatable and so real, and their stories felt real, minus the fact that, you know, he was fighting the champion. But, like, just their lived experiences felt real. And I loved that so much. That was wonderful. I did write down a couple things. I'm going to have to translate my handwriting because I was writing very quickly. Love story, but then also it's a story about perseverance. Every single one of these characters clearly is living a difficult life. None of them have it easy. We hear Mickey's backstory. He tried to make it and wasn't able to make it. He didn't have a manager. He had some good fights, but he never went anywhere. And so he has his struggles. Paulie, I feel like it would be so easy to sit here and be like, Paulie's such a bad guy. Paulie's such an ass. Like, it'd be so easy to just sit here and, like, hate on Paulie. And maybe it's because I've known people like Paulie. I have a little soft spot for him. But Paulie, and I'm not justifying his actions because he was an ass, but there was a reason behind him being an ass. And you can see the pain behind his actions. Paulie was struggling. He was very unhappy with his life. He hated his job. He was clearly in a lot of pain and in a very physically demanding job. And he just knew he couldn't do it. I don't know how old he was, but I'm assuming in his 30s because he said his sister was almost 30. He's had a hard life and he's tired and he's sick of it. He's tired physically, but also emotionally. Like, he's done. He's over it. And he's trying to get out of his stuck position and he can't. And it's making him very angry. It's making him a drunk. It's making him take it out on the people that he loves. So I'm not excusing his behavior because he was an ass. He treated the people around him not well. But his character is so relatable. I know Paulie's in my life. And it's sad. Like, he genuinely wanted more from his life and didn't know how. And there are so many people like that, where through no fault of their own, they are stuck in the position that they are stuck in. And it doesn't mean they're not hardworking. It doesn't mean they haven't tried, but they just can't get out of that situation. And he's trying. He wants to be a collector like Rocky is. And he doesn't see it. But Rocky is protecting him. Rocky doesn't want him to go down the same path that he took. He wants him to be on the straight and narrow. He wants him to be on the right side of the law, if you will. He doesn't want him to have to go to that side. And obviously, Paulie doesn't see that, because whenever you're in the heat of it, you don't see the people trying to help you as trying to help you. You see them as hurting you. But Rocky really was looking out for him and taking care of him. And then same thing with Adrian. Like, she was a wallflower. She was never seen, never noticed besides Rocky. She took care of her brother, but her brother was too miserable and too stuck in his own head to see that. She very much just like retreated in on herself. And I don't know, this is going to be a stretch, but bear with me. There's a painting on the wall above, I want to say, the kitchen table. And I don't know if she painted it. I don't know if it's a famous painting. I don't know what it is. But it almost looked like it could have been made by her. And it was a picture of a woman and then a picture of like a transparent blue woman facing the other way and like trying to break out. And I almost felt like that was Adrian. I felt like that could represent Adrian. And if she made it herself, that was her kind of expressing herself. If she didn't, it was still just a fitting image to explain her character. Because I really feel like that was what was going on with her. Again, she was struggling. She wanted to be seen. She wanted to be loved, not even like romantically, just loved. And she wanted to be noticed, but she retreated in on herself because nobody noticed her. It was a defense mechanism. But you could see by how quickly she opened up with Rocky that she was dying to break out of that. She was dying to be noticed, dying to be heard, and dying to get out of that safety shell that she built around herself. And I just thought that picture hanging in the kitchen was just a beautiful representation of that. And again, might be a stretch, but to me it makes sense. And then obviously Rocky's character, we see him, he's all vibrato, right? Like he acts like he's got tough skin. He's duking it out verbally with people. He's duking it out physically with people, but he's hurting inside. Right away, I called that he seems lonely. He's just a chatterbox, mouth running all the time because he's lonely. Like that to me screams that he just needs somebody to care about him. Very similarly to Adrian. That's why he said we fill each other's gaps. Like he wasn't kidding. They are the perfect couple in that way because they provide what the other needs. But also he's tired of people looking down at him, thinking that he's just a bum from the neighborhood, not seeing his potential. But then in some way too, like he also can no longer see his potential. He now believes what those people say. And he acts like, oh yeah, we're just joking with each other. It doesn't bother me. But like he told Adrian, like, no, it does bother him. It really bothers him. He was internalizing all of that. And you could see his actions reflecting that. Even just like his fighting style at the very beginning, like he was told he was the bum all the time. And then he was kind of living up to that expectation and he believed it himself, even though it wasn't true. So with that kind of final monologue with Adrian before the fight, he just wanted to prove himself that he could go the distance. More importantly, he wanted to prove that he wasn't a bum. So like, yes, this is a love story. Absolutely. But this is also a story about people who are trying to persevere through their experiences. And it really is motivational in that way because they all were persevering in different ways. But Rocky, obviously in particular, this was his story of perseverance and proving to himself what he already at one point knew to be true, that he's not just a bum from the neighborhood. And he needed to reprove that to himself, but he successfully did it. He went the distance. And I think he had mentioned, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think he had said like no one had done that against Creed. So that's what his goal was. He didn't care about winning. He didn't care. He knew he wasn't going to win. What he wanted was to prove to himself and to the people of his neighborhood that he wasn't just a bum. He wanted to prove to all those people that they're wrong. All of those comments that he internalized, he needed to prove to himself and to others were not true. And he absolutely did that. And I love how they showed that at the very end about how like he did not care about winning. He only cared about proving to himself that he wasn't a bum, proving to others he wasn't a bum. And the way they showed that in the movie, besides that little monologue with Adrian, was the fact that he didn't even listen to the scorecard at the end. I couldn't even hear it. The way that it was filmed, like I could hear that they were saying the numbers, but I wasn't even paying attention to that. He was more focused on getting back to Adrian and getting with Adrian than he was about the score. Because in his mind, when that bell rang at the end of the 15th round, he already won. Not the fight, but he won the goal that he reached the goal he was trying to reach. And then it was just, okay, I need Adrian. I don't need to hear that. That wasn't the point of this. The point wasn't to win. The point was to prove to myself that I could be here and that I could show everyone that I'm deserving and worthy of being here. And he absolutely did that. So then I was like, okay, I don't care. I need Adrian. And again, shifting back to Adrian's character, she really was able to break out of that shell. If this was Adrian at the beginning of the movie, she would have just stood back in the locker room and she would not have come out. And maybe she would have come to the hallway to watch. But at the end, she's literally pushing through people, shouting for Rocky. She slipped under the rope, even though the police officer was holding her brother back, saying, no, you can't go in there. She never would have done that. She broke out and then she said, I love Are you kidding me? I love it. I love it so much. It was so good. So it was a love story. It was a story about perseverance, and it was all just encapsulated in a boxing outfit. But the story was so much more than that, which I knew it would be, but I get the love now. I completely understand the love now. Okay, what other notes? I went on a big tangent. I didn't expect to do that. Another bum. I love you. Paulie. Oh, the soundtrack. The soundtrack. How could I forget about soundtrack? I feel like the soundtrack in this movie was so subtle and understated. A lot of times, well, I guess I can't say sports movies because this is literally the first one I've watched. But I feel like a lot of times, I'm just going to say, like, use action movies, for example. There's like these big, boisterous, like dramatic soundtracks and themes that like get you pumped. And this was not that, but it was perfect. It was just that, you know, the trill that you know, and obviously like the training montage that really got me pumped, but it still wasn't like a dramatic song. Like at its core, it was a very simple song, but it was still so like, it got me pumped. But then the way they utilized it throughout the film, just like quietly, part of that main Rocky theme, just quietly like on the piano in the background in key moments. I feel like the soundtrack, like where they decided to place it was just so beautifully done. And it really just like, it was just great. It was great. And it was so, it was understated. It was subtle, but it was beautifully executed. And I loved that. I loved that so much. And it was much different than what I'm used to with like, I don't know, like an Avengers style soundtrack, right? Like I feel like we get that a lot, and that's not what this was, but it, because of that, was so beautiful and more powerful in my mind. I think that was everything. Oh, Rocky, such a good person. I know I had mentioned that before briefly, but like you see how much his community loves him, even though he doesn't necessarily see it. They do. They do. But he's a good guy. He's looking out for that 12-year-old girl who's hanging out with the wrong crowd. Not that she wanted it. You know, she didn't want to hear that she shouldn't be doing that, but what kid does? Picked up, I don't know if he knew that guy, but there was a guy passed out in the street, picked him up, brought him into the bar, and sat him down in a booth. He was taking care of Paulie. Again, not that Paulie could see that, but like not giving his name, not letting him go down that path. So he was like emotionally taking care of Paulie. Obviously, like going in and interacting with those pets all the time. Like he just was genuinely a good person, and it would be so easy for him not to be, but he was, and he cared about his community, and he cared about those around him, and you could just see that, and that was beautiful too. So an amazing movie. I'm seeing here, I'm like on the Amazon Prime splash screen for it. It says 5-time BAFTA Film Award nominee. I'm assuming this won a lot of awards. Oh, Carl Weathers, that's his name. Apollo Creed. Yeah, Carl Weathers. I hope this won a lot of awards. I'm assuming it did. An amazing film. I'm so glad that I watched this. And I think there's a lot of them, right? I know they just kind of did a spin-off series. Creed. Creed, right? That's a spin-off of this. So yeah, I'm curious to know like where it goes from here. I'm gonna assume more about their relationship between Rocky and Adrian, and maybe he goes pro after this. I don't know, but it'd be really interested to see where the story goes and how you continue such a great story from this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I had a lot of fun with this one. Like I said at the beginning, if you would be interested in watching the full reaction, you can find that over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. Or you can just subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more exciting things coming up that you do not want to miss. And if you subscribe, you can hit the bell button. That way you don't miss them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.